Is it really? Is it good?
I would say, yeah.
What brings you here?
No, I'm just walking.
That's it? Just walking?
Yeah.
Where are you walking to?
Hey guys, it's Troy and I'm joined in Bogota, Colombia by Mr. A, a very special guest. He's going to be doing some training with myself and Tusk and the team for the next few days. So welcome, good to meet you, man.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Good, finally, after a little while. But you just got to the city the other day, didn't you?
Yes.
How are you finding it so far?
It's been great. People are super nice. Food is great.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of rainy. You know, that's the only thing I complain about, the weather. But that's great.
It has been a little bit. I think for this session we're going to be okay though. So if you're all right
Perfect,
at the moment, yeah. So what's your history with this stuff? This is as far as cold approach is concerned. And you know, what are you really hoping to sort of change or to move forward with over the next few days?
I feel like I just want to tap into just being. I want my neutral setting to always be social. Like I feel like my struggle is I have to turn it on.
Yeah.
And if it's not on, I'm not making eye contact with anybody. I'm not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
And then I see that beautiful girl not doing nothing. You know.
Yeah.
So if I can be more in that state majority of the time, I think that's what I want to get away from it. I am not a pro at cold approaching by any means.
No.
But I'm also not shy, and just showing my masculinity a bit more, not only on the approach but also on that date. I think would also be something, and then escalation would be
absolutely, man, absolutely.
Right.
I mean, have you been? So you've been doing this for sort of like daytime cold approach. Have you been doing that for a little while?
A little while, yeah. I think most of it, the training I've gotten was more on like
evening stuff,
just evening stuff, or talking to people in general, one-on-one things like that.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Hi.
So yeah, I mean that's cool, man. I mean, look, any kind of social interaction counts because it's all part of the motor. I mean, we're going out now. It's kind of people have finished work, so it's that period between work finishing and then it's going to start to get into evening, and then it gets a bit more social in a different way then. So it's a good time to be out because there's loads of people out and about. But the main thing really with all of this, as you know, is momentum. So the real focus, I suppose, for the next few days for you is getting you into as many interactions as possible, so we can get those engines running. Because I'm like you. I mean, what sort of field do you work in? You don't have to be specific, but
consultant for restaurants and bars.
Okay, fine. So I mean, does it involve a lot of sitting behind a computer and So I'm exactly the same way, and I think a lot of people are. You know, we're in that work space, that work mode, and it's very hard to then just break out of that and suddenly become Mr. Super Social, whatever you know. And so what we're going to do now, because we're going to go out now for the first session, is just do a few sort of like little, just warm approaches, going up, making some compliments, saying hi to people and stuff like that, and then build it up. But the more you build the momentum up, you start to get towards that social god mode level where you can always do anything and you feel great, you know. But we all have that. But the good news is that it compounds not only in a session, but also over time as well. Because if you've been doing this stuff sort of consistently for say 5 years, then even if you wake up feeling a bit rusty, you're still going to be much more in that momentum. So it really is about repetition and momentum, you know.
I think that's what I want to get away the next 4 days, like just that momentum.
Yeah, exactly. So great stuff, man. Great to have you here.
Yeah,
and
excited to be here.
Let's get out there and let's make it happen.
Let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Good stuff.
Awesome. Oye, perdón, disculpe, te acabo de dar ayer, nomás que, no, perdón, es que te vi, es que, no sé, te ves a alguien parecido a que conozco yo. Okay. No, ya sé que no eres tú, pero nomás te dije, te ves muy bonita, nomás te quería decir hola. Gracias. Bueno, hasta luego, bye. Oye, disculpa, va a sonar súper raro, pero te acabo de ver y te ves súper hermosa. Ay, hola, nos quería conocer rápido, sí. Okay. ¿Son hermanas o qué?
No, amigas.
Amigas, hola, bueno.
Gracias.
Chao.
Hey, bro. Hey. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay.
So how did that go?
Good. I'm just practicing this, like the Spanish. Saw you. I thought you were just adorable. I just wanted to come in and say hi to you real quick. How are you?
Good, and you?
Good. Where are you from originally? Are you here visiting, or you actually live here?
No, I actually live here.
Nice. How's your Spanish?
Oh, really, pretty good.
Is it really? Is it good?
Yeah. I would say, yeah.
What brings you here?
No, I'm just walking.
That's it? Just walking?
Yeah.
Where are you walking to?
I don't know, just walking around to see what.
By the way, how old are you, by the way? Okay. Well, it was good to meet you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was fine. That's like nice interaction. Yeah. So, did you just not feel there was much vibe? Was coming back from her sort of thing?
And I think also since I've already canceled her out of my mind over there, to then go, all right, let's do it now. I'm just doing it just for the.
Yeah, fair enough.
For the practice, I guess.
No, good stuff. Well, at least you spoke to her, you know. And I mean, like often, you know how on day game often guys will talk about that front stop and everything getting in the goal, and there is some power in that, and sometimes. But there again, you've got to do the best you can do in the moment, and really, with that, the only feasible thing to do was to just go outside, which is fine. But maybe it had a little bit less power, like the way that you know, sort of thing. But it was cool. I mean, your vibe looked pretty good, so whatever, you know.
Right. So if I was in like the middle of the street, I would maybe angle it a bit more.
I think getting in front of them is often, you know, so you're face to face, you know, cara.
Yeah.
Which is the only Spanish I know, really. So you know what I mean. You know, it's got a certain power to it, but whatever. I mean, you got like every situation's different, and you got to do what's the optimal thing I can do in this situation. Well, I'll probably go to that next one.
Right.
From what I've heard and how she talks, she seemed keen enough to keep on talking.
Oh, really? Okay. So so it could be that you're ejecting a little.
Yes, I think it was
premature ejaculation.
Just like my sex life. Tengo una semana todavía, luego creo que voy a regresar en un par de meses. Tengo amistades. ¿Cómo te llamas? Te ves muy linda, ¿sabes?
Gracias.
Muy bonita. ¿Eres colombiana, no, por el acento? Sí. ¿Originalmente de aquí?
Dime.
Ah, ¿sí? ¿Y cómo te gusta? O sea, que como un extranjero como yo, ¿qué recomiendas para por la zona?
¿Vas a estar en Bogotá?
Sí. O sea, voy a estar aquí también en la zona T.
No, la zona T es para rumbear y de pronto ir al centro, que allá hay más que todo centro histórico. O sea, allá te van a contar historias, hay un mural de grafitis, o sea, de todo. No sé.
Bueno, me invito un poquito de todo, de restaurantes y bares.
Sí, no, pero acá están, o sea, las mejores zonas para salir como a disfrutar, como a tomar, como a bailar. Y también acá están los mejores restaurantes.
¿Ah, sí? ¿Y vives por acá o vives así como que por el norte?
Yo vivo por el lado del aeropuerto.
Ah, tienes como a 20 minutos entonces. Sí, no sé. Bueno, estoy con mis amigos, ellos también son de Inglaterra.
Epa.
Entonces también los estoy enseñando. O sea, yo tampoco sé nada, pero tratando de, como yo sé español y ellos no, pues ayudarles. Pero no sé si te gustaría otro día tomar un trago mientras estoy aquí. ¿Cómo te parece? ¿Damos Instagram?
Sí.
Sí. Así para que veas que no soy loco y también igual yo veo que no eres loca.
Parezco loca.
No sé, bueno, con esto. ¿Acabas de seguir en la cárcel o qué? Ya las pones tú.
Mira, Alberto.
Sí, luego ahí me puedes ver ahí. Te mando mensaje por acá. Bueno, ya te hice follow. Ya.
Dale.
Luego te mando mensaje, ¿eh? Chao.
Dale, chao.
Hasta luego.
See the vibe and then bounce.
You want to go that way? Okay.
Yeah, so mate, so how did that one go?
Good. I mean, I made fun of her for looking like she just came out of jail. My opener was like, "Do you need a dance partner?" Like, cause she was like dancing, like.
Yeah.
And then she offered me a shot of tequila, of whatever, a Smirnoff. And then from there, she's like, we talked about the fact that I'm new to Bogota, and I asked her like, you know, like what would you recommend in terms of like hanging out? She was like, "Oh, this area is cool." I was like, "Okay, well then we should do that sometime while I'm here." She was like, "Okay," and then there you go.
You got the number.
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. Good stuff. Okay, so she is what they used to call back in the dark ages of game, a hired gun.
Ah,
so
the dark ages
like
of game.
You know, a girl who's paid to be a hostess or
right, yeah,
because she's hot. So those kind of girls. It's always worth doing.
Right.
And you can obviously you can make things happen.
Right.
But also they are kind of being paid to be nice.
I know, yeah.
So
it's like a stripper. Yeah, I get it.
But in that instance, it sounded like it was pretty genuine, and it worked out well. You got the number, which is great.
Yeah.
Because she could have politely just binned you off and like, no.
So you're like, no, but if you want, she could have been like, "You want a shot, though?" Take care of you, right?
So it's always worth doing because obviously those women are attractive.
Right.
You know, let's be honest, they're kind of being hired.
Right.
To be attractive.
And they're not going to be closed off because they're being paid to be open.
But at the same time, it could be a fool's gold a little bit
for
some
sure.
guys because it's like, oh, she's being so friendly to me. It's like, yeah, man, she's being paid.
Yeah, I'm not going to be like, "Mom, I found my future wife." Like, I'm not going to go that far either. Like, I get it. It's just practice. Okay.
Yeah. So, as I want to say, I think in that instance, I think he was genuine and that was good.
Okay.
So, you know.
Okay. Hola. Speak English? Hi. Sorry, I just saw you through the window. I know this is very random, but I just thought you were beautiful. I thought you were really pretty.
Book a call on the link below so we can help you map out exactly what you want in your dating life, the strategy, the vision, and we can help you get from A to B as quickly as possible, depending on what you want. That's the key thing. We've been doing this for 10 years. We've worked with thousands of dudes. We can save you your most valuable assets, which are your time, your attention, and your money, and get you from A to B as fast as possible. So book a free call, a free dating strategy consultation with us below.